You guys, welcome back. Springans deck profile. All right, we got a branded Despia in the meta right now, but branded Despia is not what we're running. It's pure Springans. So 3 Rocky, 3 brothers. This should be a brothers. I have no idea where the 3rd copy went though, so we'll get that soon. And 3 Pador, 3 Branga, and 2 Captain Sargas. Captain Sargas is probably the worst one, so you could cut this down to 1. He's the one that you want to get on the field by itself and not as material. So he doesn't do anything to help your Xyz monsters unless he's on the field by himself and not as material. But if he is material, the card gains 500 attack. Branga is your searcher. This lets you search any of your monsters by banishing this card and another Springans monster in your graveyard. Pador lets you gain access to any of them in your graveyard. So does Brothers, but Pador attributes itself and then special summons from the grave. Brothers is when it's sent from the grave, then you special summon from the grave. Alright, and then Rocky is when it's normal summon. You can add basically the field spell or Springans or a Springans monster from your graveyard to your hand. So that's the Springans lineup. All Springans have the effect to where they can attach themselves to a Springans Xyz monster as material. Here we run 3 Red Resonator. He is our tuner because we do have ways to get sprint out with Muddy Mud Dragon, and then Submarine Serpent. This card is a good one of because it's basically a free special summon. A lot of people only run this at 1 though, but I would honestly run this at 2. And then the field spell, Gracie Sangoganda, and the searchers for the field spell. There's a lot of different ways to get access to this field spell. This field spell is what makes the deck Springans. So this deck makes you, if you control no Springans monsters, you can discard 1 Springans card and then special summon 1 from your deck. And then Watch is basically your main spell of the deck other than field spell. This card's overpowered, honestly. This card's crazy. So it lets you add 1 of the field spell from your deck to your hand, but if the field spell is in your field zone already, you can add 1 Springans monster from your deck to your hand, and if you do, send 1 Springans monster from your deck to the graveyard. So this card is overpowered. Terraforming, obviously, and then 3 Booty. Booty is decent. So it's basically it gives your Springans monsters, it turns them into negates basically, because when a Springans Xyz monster leaves the field, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls that card cannot activate effects. And then the field spell does that too, but it makes it to where they can't attack. So trade-in is where discard 1 level 8 monster, draw 2 cards. We do have level 8s, and so that is useful. One of is kind of weird. Axe, Gravity Axe, and Foolish Burial. Or, no, Staff. These 2 cards, honestly, can be cut for, Machine Dupe. But, I don't know. I like them in here. I would cut them, actually. Yeah, I would cut them for Machine Dupe. And then Foolish Burial, self-explanatory. Traps, we have 2 Solemn Strike, 2 Mirror Force. Mirror Force is in here because it's a budget, and Solemn Strike is just a good card. We don't run Solemn Warning because we don't want to lose that many life points, because Springans don't stay on the field that long. 1 of each trap. We don't run Interluder because that's a bit of a new one, so I don't have that. Extra deck, 2 X-Blower, and 2 Mirror Maker. These are the Springans Xyz. So X-Blower is basically card removal, and Mirror Maker lets you send a Springans monster from deck to grave. And then a Bubishka Ajimi, 1 Sprint. We only run 1, or no, we don't run 1. We run 2. We run 2 because you want to be able to send 1 off the Mirror Maker, and then you want to be able to make the other one. So that's why we run 2. 1 Crumble Logos because we can make this with your Red Resonator. you gotta do is you just normal summon Resonator, special summon another Resonator, overlay, and then make crumble logos. So that's what you do if you open up with 2 Resonator, because you don't want to open up multiples. But if you do open up multiples, you can make crumble logos, which is good. 1 Hope Harbinger, Drill Driver Vespernato. So like if Mirror Maker stays on the field, what you can do is you can overlay for Drill Driver Vespernato, and then you can activate Gracie Sangogande again. Silent Honor Arc, this Dweller, Time Thief Rotor. This card's broken. This card is crazy. This card needs to be banned. Muddy Mud Dragon, so that we can make Sprint. So this will be the substitute for Fallen of Albaz for Sprint. And then Tornado Dragon. This is for back row decks. So wait, okay, hold on. I need to sort this out. All right. So Tornado Dragon is for back row. Time Thief Roadier is for basically almost anything. Abyss Dweller is for like zombies and stuff. And Silent On Arc is for Dragon Links. Or it could be for Dragon Links. This could be for any deck that uses extra deck a lot. And then that is the Springans deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.